Still working out some kinks.
That's what she said.
Ew. Oh.
We're recording.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Why'd you start already?
Because you got places to be and shit to do.
I'm literally still trying to set shit up.
I know. That's the funniest part of this. Well, if you're not going to let me cut you off when we ended early, I figure I'll start it sooner.
Yeah. You're getting too good at that shit. Yeah, I don't like this angle.
That's what she said.
Oh, well. I guess I don't have time to work on it. Thanks, bud. This is exactly what everybody wants to hear. It's me fucking try to work on my camera and shit.
Hey, listen, I show up. I'm ready. I'm professional. I'm on it. Okay? I got my shit together. It's collected. No excuses.
I don't even know what to say to you.
Oh, I don't know, man. It's good to laugh. I'm glad to talk to you. I fucking enjoy it. I do. For all two people who listen to us, one of which is our mother.
You enjoy fucking with me. That's what you enjoy.
I enjoy fucking with everybody.
And you're so good at it.
The funnest people to fuck with are the ones who don't know you're fucking with them.
Oh, but I know.
Yeah. Yeah. But like a lot of people in my life that I mess with have no idea I'm just fucking with them. Like it's
because you're saying jokes that go over their head. I get it. Yeah, you and your little one-liners with a smile on your face like you mean well. Yeah, I know your shit.
Like I care.
And then you're over here like, that motherfucker thought I just meant that.
So I was at a political-esque meeting making decisions last night, and someone, like, a thing didn't happen that should have happened. It doesn't matter. And someone had said, it's like, well, how come you don't do it? And I was like, well, I was appointed. I wasn't elected. And they're like, well, you still running the same risk. You might lose friends too. I was like, I don't have any friends.
What the? Yeah, that person doesn't know you.
And they just looked at me as I walked away laughing.
Yeah.
Like I didn't run for anything. I tried to run, and everyone's like, I don't think you should do that. I think that'd be a bad idea. Damn, what's that say about me? The truth, I guess.
Oh my God, I have a hair.
You got a head full of hair. Short hair. Did you get your hair cut?
No, next Monday.
Why are you getting it cut shorter?
Oh my God, yeah, it's grown out. It's way too long.
You gonna buy a Subaru?
I'm not a lesbian. That's what you're implying? God, you're such a dick. Yeah, keep driving your little golf cart around the neighborhood, bud.
Hey, I got the biggest golf cart in the neighborhood.
Wow.
It's a 6-seater.
That's all your male friends know exactly where you stand.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. It's big. It's black. They know what's up.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
The way you establish your dominance in your friend group is not right.
Male friend groups. Like the craziest thing is, so I've had friends that were gay and I've had friends that were straight. And by far the gayest acting friends I've ever had were the straight ones. Straight guys will say shit to each other that will make a gay man blush. Like
you know what? I feel like here in the US, like they're not allowed to, you know what I mean? They get criticized for it. But in other countries, dude, the way that men interact and touch each other and play with each other and
that's gay.
No, that's what I mean. Like a lot of them are straight and they're just very free willy and
and in the Middle East they have, boy love Thursdays, but it's not.
Well, I haven't been to the Middle East. I mostly mean like the European countries there.
Yeah, they're very touchy.
My experience has been, it's a little like, oh, okay.
Well, that's like Spain and Italy, Portugal. They're touchy. Like you go northern, that's not a thing. The more north you go, Germany. No.
Absolutely. Wait, no. We met a big group of guys when we were in Miami, and they were there for like a bachelor party or something. But a bunch of them, the whole group came together from different countries, but half of them were from.
Fuck.
Geography is not my thing.
No shit.
I know, it's embarrassing. It's like
And
Ireland.
then Ireland.
Was it I think it's Ireland.
So Ireland would fall into the gay category. Yeah, they would do that.
They didn't seem gay. They just seemed
No, I mean,
basically
like, fucking around like that. They would fuck around even harder. I could see that. Yeah,
Yeah,
like Scottish, Irish, yeah, absolutely. I'm not
and
talking those.
drinkers. Woo!
Oh, yeah, fucking powerhouse.
Boy.
Yeah, they gotta overcome that Irish curse.
They can drink.
It's with the
Hey, okay, so,
professional.
like, I'm switching it because last time we were on here, we talked about, like, all this conspiracy shit with, like, Epstein and Candace and all that. Okay,
Oh, this
I
guy's the
just saw
worst.
this morning, Candace is going down another rabbit hole with the witches.
Yeah,
Somebody paid for the witches to set a
yeah,
curse on Charlie, and 2 days later
yeah, it's a real thing.
what?
No, well, I mean,
I haven't heard any of this stuff.
so I have. It's yes, and she's gonna milk that, but I think it's really a way of, like, you see Tucker Carlson's talking about that stuff too.
Is he? I haven't
Yeah,
watched
oh
any of
yeah,
his stuff
100%.
lately.
He has, like, the ritual abuse. And so have you ever heard of the Dakota Building in New York?
No, I don't think so.
It's the oldest fancy building. Like, it was built when they built it, it was built on the edge of Central Park. And people are like, it's so far away, who's gonna live there? You might as well live in the Dakotas. So they got called the Dakota Building. Not a lot of pictures of the inside of it exist. It's if you've ever watched Rosemary's Baby, it's the building on the outside. That's the building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Well, right. Um, so that's the building there. It's a famous building. It's a big deal. No one
Who
really
lives in
talks
that
about it.
building? Is it,
Don't
like,
know.
chopped up into
It's
different
yeah, and there's only
homes?
it's huge. It's a huge downtown building, but only 100 people live there.
Okay.
And the people in the building control who can and can't live there. And they reject famous and wealthy billionaires. They don't give a shit. Like, you have to be a certain person to live there. Like, Yoko Ono's lived there forever. Her and John Lennon that's the building John Lennon was shot outside of.
It's a lot of history there then.
A lot of history there. It's a
You gotta be in a club? You gotta be in a certain
yes.
kinda club to
Oh,
live.
you got to know the right people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, want to believe, and this is me, right? This is what I believe. People want to believe witches and shit aren't real. They are real. They are real. It's a real thing. The kicker is not every chick with a couple crystals and 2 TikTok lessons is a witch. I think it's a
Right.
much different thing. I think it has to do with bloodlines. I think it has to do with what family you come from and what's coursing through your vein and how naturally inclined you are to actually touch the other side.
I think the thing that gets me right out the gate is, like, it's so entertaining and interesting to see that this morning, but the back of my mind, there's something saying, "Since when do witches create a business and get online and start selling their services?"
They
So,
always have.
online, like,
Oh
I
yeah.
just feel like a real witch is not,
Mm.
out there publicizing.
So do you know who Maria Abramovich is?
Yes.
Online and all the coverage. Do you know who Michelle Lamy is?
I've heard the name, but I can't picture her like I can
She's in the fashion world and all that kind of stuff. Same thing. If you looked at her, she's way into it. Rappers kneel down and kiss her feet. Fashionistas kneel down and kiss her feet. She's like
Mm.
this crazy royalty who comes out of every childhood story ever that's ever warned us.
Okay, but so she's publicized and she's known and she's out there, but is that the same as, "Hey, I think I'm a witch, so me and my friends are gonna get together and start a website,"
No,
and,
so that's different.
like, I just feel like it just seems
Okay.
like a cover.
No. So I would think, let's look at it this way. Just because you can play basketball doesn't mean you're NBA material.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can play ball. You ball.
Yeah.
Hell, you go down to the YMCA, you're better than anyone there. You
Mhm.
ball, right?
Mhm.
Your husband balls. I mean, he ain't
Yeah.
on the NBA.
Just 'cause you can sing on a cruise ship doesn't mean you can sing in the Super Bowl. Oh, wait,
Yes, it
actually,
does.
anybody
Yeah,
can sing in the Super Bowl.
anybody can sing in the Super Bowl. Whatever that is.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's a good analogy. You sing in your car, but you're not a singer,
Mhm. Yeah.
right? Like, you may
You can sing at church, but that
I
doesn't mean they're gonna record a record. Yeah.
I think I'm a mildly intelligent person, and things have always come pretty
Average.
yeah, fair enough. Things have genuinely kind of come easy to me when it comes to that type of thing. And then I met someone who it came even easier to, and then I understood the difference, right?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, these women may think they're Maria Abramovich, they're not. But are they in the same column? Sure. Did they make the Charlie Kirk thing happen? No, I think that was a government orchestration. I think he was shot by French sponsored, if not French state actors that were facilitated and brought into the U.S. and the U.S. stand down and allowed that to happen. For who knows why. I think that's what happened. I think the Israelis put that into motion. Are you changing our sizes? Yeah. So that's what I think happened. I think it's a coincidence that the witch thing got put on, but I also think that stuff should be taken seriously.
Yeah. I was curious if you thought there was anything to it or if it's
Oh
just
yeah,
distraction, more distraction.
he ended up having a priest come in and pray over the family and bless them.
Like right before. Oh, there was a priest right there working. Wasn't see, that's another thing that I don't remember where I heard it, but there was somebody in there counseling him and Erica. I thought
Yeah, he's a
praying for
priest.
them in their marriage.
So that would be because probably they had marital issues.
Mhm.
Like they broke down into when they show his office that has allegedly been untouched, his marriage photo's not there. You know, and Candace and other people who know Charlie is like, why is she telling he had to go get his wedding ring? Charlie never took his wedding ring off.
Oh, wow.
Why is he sleeping in the daughter's room? Because he wants a good night's sleep. So you
Yeah,
sleep
that's
in the child's
that
bed?
doesn't make sense to anybody who actually has
Anyone
kids.
with kids knows
Yeah,
that's
anybody with
bullshit.
kids is like bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna sleep on
Yeah.
the floor next to my daughter.
Fucking
Tell her
kid's
good
bed
night.
alone, even if the kid's not in the bed with you, just trying to
Yeah,
sleep on a kid's bed.
forget that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so none of that makes sense. What it sounds, all that cover up sounds like to me, he found something out about his wife, or his wife confronted him. If you believe that he's been handled and controlled like I think a lot of people are, I do believe that. It sounds fucking delusional. His wife's that last round, and she probably went in there and said, "Hey, you can't reject this. Like, this is how this goes." And he's like, "Why are you against me on this?" Maybe she got tired of the fucking lie. I mean, this is a guy she didn't want to be with. Her last boyfriends look nothing like Charlie Kirk. You know, she was a woman of the world. She was grooming 15-year-old girls. We have text messages of.
Oh gosh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, she was pretty happy to put her arms around Vance too,
and run her hands through the back of his hair.
That's some nasty.
In leather pants.
Yeah, none of that. None of that is appropriate, and it's not. You know what's really crazy too is they just try to throw all of their beliefs back onto faith and this and that, and it's so backwards from what it should really be.
No, yeah, they're hiding. They're hiding what they are behind it. It's the same thing, you know. It's where are you going to find child predators?
And the schools.
Wherever the kids are. Wherever the kids are. Yeah, they'll pretend to be whatever they have to be. Yeah, no, I think witches are real. I know witches are real. Most of them are jokes. Anyone you see that's running the crystal shit that's got it together, it's like, well, I learned this. If you were a real witch, you wouldn't be learning anything. You would know how to do it.
We definitely, back a couple years ago when I was making some of those just for entertainment purposes only, those TikToks in your house, because you have an old Victorian home with a lot of history and a lot of dark tunnels, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And when we were staging that, the people that came out of the woodwork with comments on like presenting themselves as a sorceress or a witch, or it's like, dang, there's a lot of you guys out there.
There's a lot. And most of it is nonsense. 99% of it is nonsense. There's 1% that is not nonsense.
Because it's mostly people who are just interested, right? They're just interested in it, or they're trying to learn about it, but it doesn't mean that's who they are, that they know the practice, or
they want to feel special.
Yeah.
So like my understanding of, and this is, I used to study that stuff a lot. I guess kind of the occult, but not the practicing of it. Like why, what anyway. It's a bloodline thing. It's you can do it or you can't do it. Like things want to listen to you or they don't want to listen to you.
Yeah.
And it goes either way. You just got to pick a side. And it's a lot easier to pick the one side that you're going to get immediate results from versus the other side that you're not going to.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's characteristics that, I think can be found in people. You know what I mean? Those people are like, I think I need to call so-and-so, and you call them, and then that's the person you need to talk to. Everybody knows that person,
Intuition.
Yeah. Strong intuition. The person who like, hey, let's do psychedelics. And they're like, okay, I'll try psychedelics. The next thing you know, they're talking to a being in another room, and everyone's like, ooh, look at the trees move. And they're like, oh my God, am I bleeding out of my nose? It's like, yeah, you should never have done that. Like there's different, Joe Rogan may have a great time on DMT, but someone who's sensitive to that stuff might not come back from the ride. You know what I mean? Or they're going to come back with friends that they wish didn't come back with them.
Yeah. They come back with a new diagnosis.
Oh yeah. It's one of those things. And the diagnosis and all that that's a whole other thing. Chemical imbalance. What chemical imbalance? That's a made up term. What chemicals imbalanced? Yeah. So, I believe witches and things like that are real. I think they're probably one of the most common things that are out there at different levels. There's those people who just, I just wish bad upon them and it happens. Is that so? And then there's people who I have met who have whole rituals, and it's like, where did you learn this? Like, I don't know, just made sense. So I grabbed the chicken, I put the blood over their picture, I go out into the moonlight naked and I pray to the moon, and then the person gets sick, and you're like, and you just figured that out, and like, yeah, I just felt like that's exactly what I needed to do.
Yeah, again,
that person's a fucking witch.
Yeah.
Huh?
Again, the bloodline. Yeah.
Yeah. This is who they are. It's and I don't mean that as like they're bad. It's like they don't have to do that shit. They could go to church or find a faith and pray, and the opposite things would happen. Things, they could go. They're the same person. They're carrying that same thing in their bloodline. Like it's what did they choose to do with it? They choose to do terrible things. Okay, then you're doing terrible things. No, it's some wild shit. Yeah, I'm caught up on that. That's as I watch it and follow it and it goes through, it's just nonsense. I don't know, man. I had to stop looking at the Epstein files. It fucked me up.
Ultimately, none of it goes anywhere.
It's definitely what we're getting from it, right? Pam Bondi's an idiot. That's obvious. Like she's very low IQ. I get it. She's pretty for her age or whatever, but she's low IQ. And she's also the same person in Florida. She was the AG in Florida, or she was the attorney general in Florida who didn't prosecute Epstein the first time. She's the one that cut him the deal. So why would she do anything about it this time? Especially when you start to hear them talk, like, was the one guy sent out the email and he said that Epstein, you missed a great party. There were 12 babes, blah, blah, blah. And said, by the way, they were all one. Ha, ha, ha. You have a party with 12 one-year-old girls? Is that what you're bragging about in an email? You guys are sending each other torture emails?
I don't.
Of what? I mean, torture's bad enough, but I'm betting this has an angle. And not only that, one of the guys like, oh, they caught this spy. And he's like, oh, did they send the torture email yet? Is there video out? You want to see that?
See, that's where like last week when we were talking about us, I feel like it's got to be like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, or like there's got to be. It's hard for me to understand people like you and me converting into people like them, and I don't for money, for power, for fame, for whatever it is that they're doing it. I feel like it has to be an invasion of the body snatchers. They have to be completely non-human to be doing what they're doing to humans.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I know.
And I know that sounds crazy.
I don't know. I don't listen.
I'm not saying they're reptiles and flesh
Shit.
in our skin, but I'm not saying they're not.
There's never a day I wake up. There's never a day I wake up, and I don't think there's a 0% chance there's fucking a reptilian species walking around this planet. There's always at least a 1%. Some days it's much greater. Did their eyes just blink sideways on that camera?
Yeah, how do you explain that?
Well, it's compression rate of the camera.
Okay.
Or you're just lying. Sounds like you're lying.
Yeah.
When the Queen of England was dead, the people that were talking in the background, it's like, yeah, she's truly dead. She's there's no chance of resurrection, and she's stuck. And then the feed cut out. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, stuck where? What does that
mean? Resurrection? What the hell y'all doing? It's I don't know, man. I don't know. I know this. The conspiracy theorists are all right, and I don't know any conspiracy theorists. Eating food off camera like you're fucking slick. You can't even talk now, you dipshit. She's gonna fucking spew. Like a countdown to when you fucking eject food out of your mouth. 3, 2.
Uh,
Uh,
cut me
yeah,
a little
no,
slack. I had to go get lab work, so I had to fast, and my
yeah,
stomach's going. Arr.
that's how that goes. It's fucked up, man. I don't know any conspiracy theorists that are happy about being right. I'm not. It was funner when I didn't know. Now that I do know, I can see how Alex Jones went
That
crazy.
it is like almost a new trend now. Like you get on TikTok or Instagram, and it's literally one conspiracy theorist after another going, "Well, I'm right." Like,
Fuck.
yeah,
You know? Like,
uh-huh.
I did not wanna be right.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
a
so if
lot.
I'm right about that, I'm probably right about a lot of other things. Like, we didn't go to the moon, or if we did go to the moon, it was faked. I don't think
We
we went
didn't
to the
go to
moon.
the fucking
We didn't
moon.
go to the fucking moon.
We didn't go to the moon.
Um, I think that's all just nonsense. I don't think we can get off the planet.
Hmm. Just I don't know. We're just we have evolved into a society that's not as gullible as we were back in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, and we just bought into so much shit, and the internet has changed a lot.
It
Access has changed a lot.
it's because it used to be drip fed.
Yeah, and now we have access to information that they're not giving us that we're going after.
Well, not only that, we have access to all their lies at once. For the first time, we can see all their lies at once.
We're able to cross check. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, this
Yeah.
is a lot of bullshit. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is
Uh-huh.
wrong. This is obviously wrong.
Yeah.
What?
Mhm.
And then at some point, you get a bloody nose and you sit on your porch for a few days. You know what I mean? You're like, oh my God. You know,
You
uh,
know, it's funny because, like, I out of all the subjects in school, I struggled with history. Like, the only D I ever got in my life was history. The C's were I struggled in history. I never cared. I didn't I just it's not like that I hated the class. I just never retained anything that they said. It always just seemed complete bogus to me. And this morning, my 11-year-old and I are on our way to school, and we're talking about school, and he basically says that he doesn't mind, the only subjects that he doesn't like is history. And I'm like, "Felt, you probably get that from me." We make a couple jokes. He gets out of the car, and as I'm driving back home, I'm like, and this is some far-fetched shit, when your mind just wanders, but maybe that whole intuition, that whole thing that I've always, that you either
don't want
have
to
or you
know.
don't.
Yeah.
Maybe the reason that history never took for me is because there's something inside of me that's always been like, "Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Stop
There's,
stop trying to teach me and
yeah.
test me on all these facts and dates and names that are all bullshit," and something inside of me knows it. Like, maybe?
Well, this is the bullshit of our world, right? Like, is everything is a lie. What does the inside of the earth look like? Right? Is you think that, as I said, that in the image that should have popped into your head is the earth cut in half with all these core layers that they showed you again and again and again and again in school, right?
Yes, that you see in the
Yeah.
textbooks. In the
It looks nothing like,
textbooks.
yes.
Yes.
That was also
That the core is
written,
lava.
well, the textbooks that were written by Ghislaine Maxwell's father.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's who wrote the American school textbooks. Keep that in mind. So, yeah, the core's lava. There's a spinning mass. There's your mantle. There's blah. It doesn't look like that at all. We have no idea. In fact, the more we find out, the stranger it gets. So that's all bullshit.
Mhm.
Okay. How's electricity made?
Or are you asking
ma-
me? Don't ask
Yeah,
me that.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'll tell you, we make electricity the same way now that we've always made it. This spinning copper core around solid state magnets creates DC current that we then step up to AC. To spin those turbines, right? To spin the power generators, we use steam. Whether we use natural gas to boil water, or we use coal to boil water, or we use nuclear rods to boil water, we create electricity the same way. We always have. Solar isn't viable unless you live in a desert. And even then, solar panels degrade at such a rate. The infrastructure cost is too high. It's a fucking lie. Wind is not at all green or sustainable. It is the dumbest fucking thing we've ever tried. We make electricity the same way we've always made electricity. And even then, windmills, what do? They're doing the same thing that we do with that. It uses the wind to turn the fucking generator.
That's what I'm say, all the turbine, because I know in like
No.
in Europe, oh my God, they have turbines everywhere.
Yeah, it's horrible. Kills other birds. It's ugly as shit. It
They
provides
are
not
ugly.
enough. Yeah, it provides not enough generation for them. They're in major crux of, like, they need it. They need power. We all do. Hell, I just saw a thing. John Rich is trying to help save a farm outside of Gallatin, some family farm that's been there. He said since the Revolutionary War, which isn't true. And my sister's getting another bite.
Stop it! Fuck off!
He's trying to save a farm, and that's what it says. I'm trying to save another American farm, family owned for 237 years, 239. Well, the Revolutionary War was 250 years ago, so it's not a Revolutionary War farm. Not only that, the Revolutionary War was not fought in the Tennessee at that time. So let's let that go. And the farm, I tried to see how many acres the farm holds, which is not publicly listed because they have it behind a business. Okay, so they're fucking multimillionaires. You have one multimillionaire trying to stir up emotional trauma and get the public to come fight for a bunch of other millionaires who don't want transmission lines put on their farm. I get it. You don't want transmission lines put on your farm. They're not stealing your fucking land. They're going to eminent domain and build some high tension power lines to run them across because we need more power and more people move here. So either we can figure out a way to get people to stop moving here or get people to leave. If we can't do that, we need power, and we need to be able to transmit that power that we're making. He already stopped they were going to build a new power generation plant. I believe it was going to be like one of the new nuclear facilities, and he's threatened to write a song about the TVA guy. And he's like, I'm going to out. So you're publicly planning to dox them and make songs about their downfall because and he's like, this little old lady's farm. It's not a little old lady's farm. It's a fucking 4,000 acre ranch that they've had they're multi-millionaires outside of Franklin. Like, let's stop this. You know what I mean? Let's who are you lying to right now, man?
Yeah.
You know, the McGregor farm. Okay, Gregory Farm. Sounds like a great farm. I'm sure it is. You can go buy your beef there. You can buy your pork there. If I lived closer, I would absolutely buy from them. And I'm sure they are very unhappy about having high tension power lines put through their property. The sad thing is because they have so much property, TVA has to go where they got to go. They have to go the shortest route to keep it the cheapest it is to build these things, to keep the power down, to keep the cost of power down. I'm like, why don't you build it to this neighborhood? Because it's a fucking neighborhood and there's no way to put the high tension power lines. You know, there are plenty of high tension power lines next to neighborhoods. Developers will buy the land and build houses underneath them, even if it does give certain aspect of kids brain tumors, whatever, allegedly.
Gosh.
So it is what it is. It's just everything's a manipulation. Everything is a manipulation. Why should we rally for this farm? It's a 9th generation American farm. So they're money.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're money. And you want us to come to their defense. Well, yeah, because then we lose American. No, that guy's going to not lose his farm. Nobody's taking his farm. They're going to build transmission lines for the betterment of everyone else who can't afford a 1,000-acre farm in Hendersonville.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are we really doing? Like, this is America and it's freedom. And the thing is, I like John Rich. I like that he gets worked up about shit. I just think that he is so removed from the common man, as he calls it. He has no idea what he's fucking talking about.
Well, a lot of them are.
Yeah. You have a chef and a driver. Stop. You know,
it's kind of funny that it's ironic to think that the people that represent us really don't understand us, you know?
Well, do you remember during COVID and they had all the like different politicians were like, this is what I'm doing and I'm staying inside for COVID. And Nancy Pelosi was the best one. And she goes into her kitchen and she had some kind of gas stove. And someone's like, this is a whatever stove. That's $100,000 stove. And it's like, that's a $20,000 Sub-Zero refrigerator double. You know what I mean? And she opens up, this is my favorite ice cream I keep stocked. They're like, that's $50 a quart. You know what I mean? Like, she has more ice. The ice cream in her refrigerator is worth more than my truck.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You thought this was a good idea. You're out of touch.
Remember when again, maybe I'm wrong, but were there not like a bunch of politicians that like got busted for like going on vacations, like family vacations and shit during COVID?
Fucking lying, Ted Cruz.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Like, yeah.
He's like, oh, well, we're having lockdown, so we're going to go on a retreat to Mexico.
Making fun of the coronavirus.
Yeah. Because they fucking knew. They knew it was a cold. They just wanted to keep us slaves. That's what they want. Government's only obligation is to grow government, whether it's the right or left. Listen, right and left are both on the fucking list. They're all on it.
Yeah.
You know, and you're talking. I went to January 6th because I believed in my cause so much. I was there. I was one of the first ones there.
Are you sure you want everybody to
I
know
don't give a
that?
fuck. Yeah, like I was at January 6th, right? I believed in it. I believe the elections was stolen. I still believe the election was stolen. I think the American people were being usurped, and I was there with millions of. I've never seen that many people in my life. I stood at the Capitol, and every direction I looked was a sea of bodies as far as I could see. All right, everything they said about that was a fucking lie. People were singing the national anthem outside. The people that were trying to break in, the crowd caught, handed them to DC police. DC police let him go and gave him a cup of coffee, and the dude walked in the building. He was one of them. It was all bullshit.
Yeah.
And they murdered a woman that day, by the way. Like the 57 cops died. That's all a fucking lie. All of it's a lie. No cops died that day. No one was injured. Like you're just the only people that were injured were the people that they were throwing flashbangs into the middle of a fucking crowd and tear gassing.
It's crazy that they can
paint their narrative,
change the story. Yeah, that much with that many people there.
Yeah,
like
that's the thing is everyone that was recording there. How much video of it have we seen?
None.
Yeah,
my
friends and I that had video, we didn't release it, and one of my buddies we have to put it out there. I was like, no one else's video is making it. We do that, we get a knock on the door by the FBI. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. We have to be smart about this. Until all that is now blown over, it's past the, they can't prosecute anymore. So you got to understand, I'm one of those, and every day that this administration does not put forth the Epstein list, does not prioritize children, is an abomination. It's sin and it's fucking evil, and they're trading it for money. Yeah. Because, people are like, why isn't Trump doing this? I don't know. Could have something to do with the $117 billion development that's going on in Palestine. At Jared Kushner's auction, I guarantee it's going to be a fucking Trump hotel. That's how they got him. Money. He's going to build it on. And here's another thing. Apparently, the United States government was selling Israel, was selling them thermobaric weapons. They were using our
thermobaric weapon. What is that?
Vaporizes people.
Oh fuck! That's like a cartoon.
Yeah, but it's real. We got nasty shit. We have nasty shit, and these things fucking vaporize people.
I want one of those.
Well, unless you want to get rid of an entire town. It's not like, oh, we got like 10 people. It's like it's a huge bomb.
I pictured in my head like a little gun, and you pointed at somebody and you vaporize them.
No, it boils bone.
Just by pointing it in a direction?
By dropping it. It burns so hot.
It is a bomb.
It is a bomb. It's a thermobaric bomb. So when they drop them from their F-35 fucking super planes that we sent them, right? Like they were using fighter jets on people on the ground.
Why?
Because they fucking hate them. They hate everybody. There's never enough for them. They're not going to stop. It's that modern Zionist movement of state. It's evil. That's Jeffrey Epstein was tied directly to it. That's where everything, like fucking Benjamin Netanyahu, he emailed with him. He emailed the former prime minister. He emailed, like, they would come out to his house for parties. Like, this is who these fucking people are.
This world is insane.
It's worse than a movie because you can't get out. I can turn a movie off when I don't like it anymore.
And it's just the range of it too, like you get
deep.
You get on social media and you go and I know everybody's For You page is different. The algorithm is different. And so I've done this to myself if this is what's happening. But I mean, my shit will go from Epstein to the Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens to fucking baby sleeping in a stroller in Switzerland outside of a restaurant in the snow because that's how they do it there. And it's amazing. And nobody steals babies there, like, how can we be in such a wide range?
Well, that's how it used to be. It's changing. So, I mean, this is the thing, like in Norway and those northern countries where they like Switzerland, they don't share shit, don't do that anymore. But, Norway would, Sweden would, Finland would leave the babies outside, Iceland would. And they're homogeneous populations, which that means they're all of one people, they're all of one nationality, they all look the same, act the same, talk the same, they share the same common history, they share core beliefs, they share the same core values. There's only a couple million of them. Like the fact that we call Norway its own, like, listen, Norway, I love you, but the fact that you sit at the UN blows my fucking mind. You know what I mean? You're in America, you would be a state.
Yeah.
That would be it, you
A
know.
small
But
state. Yeah.
a very but there you're a country. We're a country with our own army. My National Guard unit here is bigger than your army, you know.
Yeah.
Like anyway, so but then they're also wealthy. They have oil deposits and they kind of operate as a socialist country, and they do because they have a large social net that takes care of its people, that's funded from the oil reserves the country owns. They do good things. The thing is, they got a little high on their hog, and they're like, you know what? We're going to show the rest of the world how it's got it done. We're going to bring in these poor migrants from third world areas, rehabilitate them, and integrate them into our society.
Oh.
Sweden did that too. Sweden had a problem for a while with hand grenade attacks.
What?
Yeah, no one talked about it. No one talked about it.
Yeah, I've not heard anything about that.
No, and then why would you? It destroys the narrative. Or how
Handgun.
about how many Norwegian women have been raped? How many
Don't ever
Swedish
hear anything
women have
about
been
that
raped?
either.
Yeah, and it's unbelievable. Before it was like it never happened. Now it's 50%. You know,
Really?
like, I think it's 1 out of 3. Yeah, it's
Well, to be fair, I was taken back when we went to Amsterdam. I was taken back that they're, I don't know, in my mind, and before we approached Amsterdam, I just thought it was very safe and friendly, and it was not. It is
no,
certain places and certain times, but
and
it
it
has a
used to
very
be.
dark side too.
Yeah, having friends that were there, like that was somewhere you could go and wander around. You know what I mean? Like, major cities, you should always watch yourself. That's just common sense.
Yeah, you
But
should.
yeah, but for the most part, as tourists in places, you're there. It's the news shows us the image they want us to see. They show us the thing, whatever you're reading or seeing and you're outraged, it was designed that way. I see your cats in the background.
They're so stupid.
It's outrage is farmed, right? Outrage is farmed. Like, if you want real outrage, here's one. A woman, 25, is charged with murder after kidnapping a baby boy with 2 men, setting him on fire and leaving him to die on the Louisiana railroad tracks. Did you hear about that?
No.
No one would. But that's a case that would ignite the world.
But it says Louisiana Railroad. That was here, though, right?
In Louisiana. Yeah, in the U.S.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. They get another bite. They modify, alter our think here through headlines. And headlines they don't want getting around, they make mundane and they bury. And this is one of the ones that's buried. And not only that, that's not from a U.S. paper. That's from a British paper that I'm reading that from. Our local news agencies aren't talking about that, and they fucking should be. But the thing is, everything is based on image and perspective, right? The race of the victim is the wrong color, and the race of the attackers and nationality of the attackers is the wrong thing. That doesn't work with the current image that they're trying to push, because what they want is all of us to be divided. Again, whenever you read a headline, if you feel emotionally moved by it, it was designed to do that. Just like the John Rich things, like they're taking an American family farm. He's using hyperbolic language to inflame you. Look, what? They're taking mom, pa's 5-acre homestead? No, they're not taking anyone's fucking farm. They want to put a couple of these high tension power lines in someone's farm so they can run transmission across the top, and they're going to pay them very well for it. But these people, when they look out at their 1,000 acres or whatever it is, they don't want to see that. I don't want to look at that.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's where that is. It's
Well, a lot of that comes in, I think, too, that it's a shock value. That's how you get interest. That's how you get people to listen to the next 5 words that you have to say. Hey,
it's and the crazy thing is there's plenty of shock. Like, well, witches, an elite satanic pedophile ring exists at the highest levels of government around the world, and they get together and party and do heinous things. Yeah. They drink adrenochrome from torturing children so they can hallucinate and talk to their dark gods. Yeah. It's in the emails. Yeah, they coordinated the party.
They eat babies.
They eat babies. They eat children. And Leonardo DiCaprio is a huge party guy. He's about it.
Do
He's
you
all over that
remember?
shit.
Do you remember? It was like I want to say it was like almost a decade ago that little boy and girl came out, and they have like
Yes.
a British accent, and they were just basically saying everything that was being done to them. The school they went to. I mean,
I
they're
think they were
just
Australian.
spilling
Yeah.
it. Yeah, they
Yeah.
are just spilling it, and
Do-
all of that was so crazy. But if you listen to that shit now, it's
Uh-huh.
exactly what we're seeing in these emails.
Do you
And
remember the chick that went on Dr. Phil?
which one?
The
What?
one who said that she was a
She had been
sex
trafficked
slave
her whole.
and she had been trafficked her whole life to Satanists who made her perform sexual rituals and stole her children and like blood rituals. And Phil, like before whatever you think of what she's saying, he's like, we gave her multiple polygraph tests. She passed all of them.
And she's dead now, isn't she?
She's fucking dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, fucking, I'm having a hard time believing this, but like Eminem came out talking about Virginia Guthrie, the chick who was talking about Epstein, one of Epstein's victims, about the shit that he was into and all of the things that they were doing and the rituals and stuff. And then she, quote unquote, killed herself after she got hit by a bus on a back road in Australia. And her brakes went out. Then she killed herself. And like her memoirs moving forward, no one's pushing it. Apparently, I guess he's trying to. Allegedly, it's what I read. It could be an AI generated article at this point. And I think that's why so much of it's coming out, because they're going to try and hide behind AI. I think we're going to get videos soon, and they're going to that's AI. No, it's not.
They're making it difficult to tell what's real and what's not.
Because they can't control the narrative anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people, it's you can see the rage building in people. You can see the rage building in people. I don't know how that's going to go. I mean, I've been saying this for years that we're coming towards a point where it's not going to be good. Violence is going to get involved, and it already is in a lot of aspects. Here's another thing, fun fact. ICE, that's rounding up and busting all these people. So apparently, the U.S. government bring in IDF soldiers, Israeli Defense Force, same people who targeted and shot children in the genitalia.
IDF soldiers? What's that?
Israeli Defense Forces.
Okay.
The Israelis. Wow. So they brought them in.
Why?
Great question.
What the fuck do we need them here for?
We don't.
See,
we have Israeli citizens that are sitting U.S. members of Congress.
Don't you have to be a U.S. citizen to be a member of Congress?
They are a U.S. citizen. We allow dual citizenship.
Oh my gosh.
So we have someone who served in the IDF in another nation's military, and he's yet on our. And not only that, this motherfucker wore his IDF, his military uniform, into Congress one day.
No, that doesn't. I mean, logic of that. How do you have your country's best interest if you
he does have
are representing another country? You know.
No, he has his.
That's what I mean.
Best
like
interest
you should. You
not
can't,
America.
Yeah, I believe that. No, that's what pisses me off. Like.
Here's another thing. There's a large media influencer, which I just found this out. I've seen this kid, but I don't know him. His name's Steiny. I guess he's on all those live feeds and shit that a lot of the
Young, is
Zeros
he in his 20s or something?
Yes, yeah, and they all follow on streams.
A little college.
Yeah, and so they follow him on his streams, and he's uber wealthy from being this streamer and all this stuff. And another streamer came on and outed him, talking about Steinberg, whatever. And the guy's like, did you see who owned the Comet Pizza place, the pizza place that's listed? There's another owner of it. And it's come out in the emails. This guy was friends with Epstein and Epstein's lawyer and a good close confidant. And you see the Steiny's face guy just goes fucking blank. And the dude says the name and they're like, and they look at him and say, well, who's that? And the kid goes, that's my dad. The major media influencer's dad is one of Epstein's close friends and one of the people on the island who also owned a share in the fucking Comet Ping Pong Pizza place. And he's arguably one of the largest online streamer influencers in the world.
Then he's just being handled as well then.
And everything he's putting.
Yeah.
All of them. These people are fucking put there. They're put there.
It's really disturbing.
I mean, Facebook wasn't an accident. That was NSA technology that was given to Mark Zuckerberg because his parents were fucking tied into the defense intelligence agencies. He's not some brilliant guy who thought it. That's why this lawsuits with his friends were settled, because they didn't go with that fucking platform. They went with this other one. Google was given a search engine that the government can watch everything on.
That's crazy.
There's no billionaires I can think of that don't have some major tie into government, and it's very questionable.
Scary world we're living in.
Amazon was great and it was interesting and it was growing, but then somebody realized, hey, we can monitor everyone's credit card purchases through one site all together. We can see everything. Oh yeah, give them the tax breaks. Hey, you know what else they can do? One of Amazon's biggest farm, they have huge data centers and server farms.
Oh yeah,
that's where most people hold their websites and online businesses, is on Amazon servers. Started out selling books and now you're doing fucking servers? Is that arguably the larger part of your business? Is mining data of everybody, their purchases, their purchase history, the websites they visit, the websites they build, the back end.
If there's a need for it and the rich people want it, yep.
Yeah, so the government's cut them the checks because they have unlimited funds. You know, Tucker Carlson says all the time, and I think it's overlooked. He's like, he grew up wealthy, obviously very wealthy. He's like, the wealthiest people in all my neighborhoods all work for the CIA. How is that?
That's crazy. That's weird.
Because they have total government access control and no oversight.
What did Tucker Carlson's parents do?
His dad was in the CIA. No, his dad ran a huge chunk of the CIA. Huge chunk.
There you go.
Like he was the guy running media for them back in the day. That's why they were in California. That's why he grew up in California. He was running newspapers, all that. He also worked at various banks, whatever they told him to do, but he was the guy. He's allegedly had ties to the whole Air America type deal, moving drugs or whatever. Who knows? He eventually he copped to it. He's like, yeah. He's like, is what it is. He's like, I didn't know that as a kid. It's like, I kind of knew that as I got older. His rise isn't natural. Hell, Candace Owens' rise isn't natural. Do you know who her fucking husband is? He's a lord.
I did, yeah.
Relations to the king.
He's got like royal, yeah.
Yeah. He's direct relations to the king.
Mm-hmm. But she was already Candace Owens before she married him.
She was an exploding star coming up, and now she's coupled to an incredibly powerful, connected husband.
Well, fuck, when you put it like that.
Who only made her rise higher. Who we know nothing really about.
He does stay in the background a lot, especially considering she is in the forefront as much as she is.
Yeah. I think you can't control people like her. You can't control Charlie. You can just influence them. Maybe as she goes to this Charlie thing, she'll see her own life for what it is. If you start making waves and you're one of the elect, they're just going to surround you and take you.
See, one thing about Candace that makes me look at her with a healthy way, that I think she's healthy, is even though she dives into all this, and I mean, it's what she does. It's her job. It's her career. Yeah. She's good at it and she knows it. And, she's writing it right now. Smart. But she took 2 weeks off to heal.
Yeah.
To spend with her family. Yeah. I respect that. Like, that to me says it brings a piece of humanity back to who she is.
Yeah.
I can judge her harshly, but at the same time, I pay attention to that. That means something.
And I think at that level, like even the Alex Jones level, right? He was going after Candace for a while, and she made a comment about it, saying that, hey, TPSEA, you had a lot of money they were throwing around. I don't blame you. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably true. He's but at the same time, I think he's a certain level of controlled opposition. There's things he doesn't say. Even Tucker Carlson, there's things they're just not going to say. They're trying to hint around at it.
Yeah.
They're not going to say it. It's, if you're going to if you're making waves like that, I truly believe there is a clearinghouse. And they do their best to repress some, and some that they can't repress or slip through the cracks. You got to destroy or you got to control.
What kind of a country could we have if Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens ran for president? Vice president. Either or. I don't care who's president, who's
They
vice.
wouldn't. They wouldn't. They'd be shot. Their plane would be blown up.
They would never even make it close to that.
They'd never make it close. I mean, that's the other thing. It's like, I can't believe Trump's been kowtowed. They tried to shoot him in the head in front of his son. Twice. A deal was made. Because that's what you do to survive. They killed JFK. That's who these fucking people are. They kill people. Oh, you have this amazing invention that's going to get 100 miles to the gallon on diesel? Cool.
Yeah.
We're going to poison you at a fucking restaurant. We have a new way of extracting electricity from between electrons.
They said, fuck your free energy.
Fuck your free energy. We're going to kill you too. Yeah, like this is where we live and this is who we are. And the thing is, it's not our government. It's all governments.
It's the world.
It's the world. This world is ran by something like that. So what can we do? I don't like living on a bad note. What can we do? You can love your family and your friends and you can tell them to fuck off. These are the rules. Like, for me, it's always a model on what Christ, right? What Christ said. And when it comes to the kids and abuse, Christ said, it would be better to have a millstone put about your neck and be cast into the depths of the sea than to offend one of these little ones, one of the innocent, to offend them. It's better that you be tied with a grinding millstone weighing hundreds of pounds around your neck and thrown into the bottom of the ocean than to simply offend a child. What does it mean for all these people who hurt these children and steal their innocence? Okay, so something's coming. I mean, believe me, I wish I would be part of it, but that's not on the path of my life that I can see at this moment. And having that kind of bloodlust in you is not healthy anyway. It just eats you up. Like, you just gotta. We can deal with what we can deal. You know, again, I look at it this is my perspective, and that's how I have to view these things. It helps me. When Christ came, he didn't talk to any of the powerful. He didn't talk to the government. He didn't talk to the elites. He talked to the people. He healed the people. He told us to love one another as we love ourselves. Mm-hmm. Right? Take care of each other. Help each other. Heal each other. Share with each other. Forgive each other. It's like, what if he offends me 7 times? 7 times 70. Forgive him. Let it go. You know, and that's something I've really embraced here in this point in my life. It's just letting it go. I'm only hurting me. Yeah. You know, I'm only hurting me. I'm only burning me up. Try to show more grace to others than they show to you. Like, all we can do is care for each other. As far as the ruling parties, I think they've always been there. I think there's always people willing to sell literally their soul. Literally their soul to get some comfort and power. I think that's all why you see so many of these tech billionaires and shit are terrified of dying. They're all trying to live forever. Did you see the video of, he's one of Epstein's pals. They call him the real life vampire. And he's talking about how much he would buy blood from, and like menstrual blood and eggs and aborted babies and feed. He's at a party. How much they would pay, and then they would eat it and consume it and bathe in it.
I have not heard any of that.
And like the people think he's joking at the party, and he looks over at this black lady and he goes, "Oh, your menstrual blood would be of high value because of your strong, wild, fierce spirit." He's like, "We could command," and she's just like, "Oh, you're not joking." You can just see her like. It's one of those things. Did you ever see the model in Mexico who ran outside the restaurant freaking out, saying they're eating people in there? They're eating people. I didn't know what this party was. They're eating. She's fucking dead.
I think you just recently told me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How just recently last year, that girl on the plane that said that motherfucker right there is not real.
He's not real.
You know, then she went quiet for like months. And then when she finally came out, she was like, "Oh, I drank too much." And
a whole new person almost.
Yeah. Yeah, completely just redacted everything that she'd said on the plane.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like,
yeah. The Miami Mall incident, we still don't talk about. There was another incident in Miami at the airport. They shut it down.
Yeah, what's going on in Miami?
I don't know.
Welcome to Miami.
Wouldn't that be something? Like the alien/demon things break through reality, and everything we've ever thought was myth is real, and they're eating people, and it is good against evil. And how many people find out that they've been on the side of evil the whole time? You know what I mean? Like, I never thought there'd be consequences for these actions.
You know,
Here they are.
You know how just like if you take two small children, two babies, and if you put them out and you take them away from everything that we teach them in this world, a little racism is taught is what I'm trying to get at. Racism is
100%.
taught. Kids don't understand it. They're taught it.
Yeah.
All of our supernatural history, all of the things that we were taught when Bigfoot and vampires and every major scary thing. Where who thought of that? Where did that come from? Why do we have the same scary creatures in every culture? Why do we?
Yeah.
I, I don't
And
know.
why do they go for the same things? Why is it always
I
blood?
just feel like things are taught, So
Yeah.
who originally taught anybody about a werewolf? Who taught anybody about a vampire? Where'd this stuff come from?
About evil spirits possessing people,
Yeah,
making them do horrible things. It's every
yeah.
culture in the world has it.
The idea of an exorcism, like where'd that come from?
Yeah. We have to get this thing out of them. How? I don't know. Find somebody who knows.
Yeah.
And I think that comes down to it too. People know who to call. People
Mhm.
know who to call. And when they're faced with something supernatural, and I've seen this happen, and someone's like, man, we had like a spiritual, what did you do? I called XYZ. I was like, why? He's like, I have no idea. He's like, what'd they do? They came over and they helped. Like, really? I'm like, yep. It's like, what the fuck?
When people say like, they believe people get possessed with demons and things like, I I would have never. I think years ago I would have said that's fucking crazy or whatever. I like scary movies, but that's all it is. But my husband used to drink, not a lot. He was never a big drinker,
Mhm.
but when he would, we have a few nights in our 22 years of marriage together where he drank a lot, and those are the few times in my life when I knew somebody, heart and soul. I knew this person,
Yeah.
but that's not who I was looking at
Mhm.
those nights. That's not who was looking back at me. That's not who I was talking to.
Mhm.
Whoever that was not my husband. And of course, they say that's alcohol. That's what it does.
Well, they
But I
call
feel
it
like,
spirits for a reason.
yeah, that wasn't. And all
Yeah.
those nights he doesn't remember.
Yeah.
Those are the nights he doesn't remember any of that.
I had a dream the other night, and it was pretty wild. And anyway, in my dream, I got hit in the nose. Like I was just struggling, and it hit me hard in the nose, and it didn't wake me up. I
Was it
stayed in the
me?
dream. No, I wish. I wish you hit like a bitch. That'd be
Dude.
fine. This thing hit me for real. And when I woke up, I had blood coming out of my nose, and I had blood in my throat.
Mm.
And my wife was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I don't think so." She's like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "I don't know."
No,
I
your wife
don't know
said
what just happened.
your wife said, "That's right, baby."
Yeah. Say that again. She hits like
Yeah.
a man.
Get in there and wash those dishes.
Yeah, and
No.
she learned how. She puts her hip into it. She throws that body weight.
Mhm.
But no, that's like things happen, and the thing is, I think we're far too quick to dismiss them. I think people dismiss dreams too quickly. Yeah, there's a lot of things, you eat weird things or you took whatever, so your dream's off. But everyone knows the difference between a dream that you're in, and you're like, "Ooh, this is
Yeah.
not."
Yeah.
Some people rarely have them, which blows my mind. Some people have them
Yeah.
all the time, which is very normal for me. For me, it's all the time. Uh, it'd be weird if I didn't. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
When I was younger and I lived in your house, in the attic, that's part of the reason I drank all the time was to stop the dreams.
Mm.
Because if I drank, I didn't dream. But the thing is, the first time I stopped drinking, the dreams came back, and I was like unable to wake up from them. Like I'm held hostage now by them. And it was always worse, you know.
I am,
Uh,
yeah, like, as I will still I actually haven't. I've only drank once in the last, like, month now, but, like, um, before, yeah, I've been dreaming a lot more the last month,
yeah,
like, a whole lot more, and,
I have that
my
effect.
my favorite is I will wake up to pee because I am 50 and I have to fucking pee all night, but I go right back into it. It's like I get up to go and I say hi to my cats and because they follow me back and forth to the bathroom, whatever. But I get back in bed and go right back to sleep and I'm right back in the same, like the dream just continues.
Yeah,
I love those. Those are fun. Those are
yeah.
usually the good dreams. The bad ones are the ones where I wake up and I don't. It takes me a minute to figure out which reality I'm in, if that makes sense.
Where I am, where
Yes.
am I right now?
Sometimes the dreams are so intense and the people in them, that feels like reality, and me waking up feels like the dream.
Yes.
And it's very confusing.
Yeah. No, I have that. I have a lot. I still just I have nightmares all the time. And the ones that get me are the ones where someone's like, and I'll wake up and I'm like, all right, adrenaline's fully going. My heart's racing. Let's go check all the doors and windows. And I'll go downstairs. I'll check all the doors and windows. I'll check on my dogs. So I'll first thing I do, I've learned to do now is when I wake up, is my dog barking. Okay, take a second. Now I'm gonna go check. My dog's barking. I run like a gunshot downstairs and I'm checking. I don't. It bothers me. My dreams are.
See, I don't
anyone.
have many scary dreams at all anymore.
No.
I used to. I used to, and I don't anymore. Now they're adventurous
Awesome.
and, creepy in a fun way,
Mhm.
in an adventurous way, not in a scary way. I haven't been scared in a dream in a while now.
Yeah, so I'm not scared. That's the wrong thing.
Mhm.
They're just
Well,
unpleasant.
intense. I know what you
Yeah,
mean because
they're
I used to.
unpleasant. Yeah, like I don't wanna go back to
They
bed.
feel
Why?
dark.
Because yes, it is dark. It's
Yeah,
like because I'm gonna go back into that. I don't wanna go back into that.
yeah,
I don't that's not I'm not resting. You know
yeah,
what I mean? I'm not resting.
yeah.
Honestly, the worst part this past summer when I kinda lost my mind there for a little while and I wasn't sleeping, part of me was consoled. It's like, I mean, this is a terrible time to try and go to sleep. Think of the nightmares you'd have now.
I know.
It's like
I'd rather be awake.
yeah, yeah. I think I'm better off being awake.
Yeah, I hate that you've always had, bad dreams like that because that
Always,
sucks. Mhm,
always. I've always had them. Like they're just with me, and it's
mhm.
the craziest part. And this is a fun one to end on because we've been going a bit. Is when I have intense bad dreams and I'll wake up in the middle of the night. My kids, certain children in my house will wake up afterwards and they'll come to our room. And when I wake up like that it started to wake my wife up because she was a heavy sleeper. And she'll be like, what's going on? It's like a bad dream. And then we'll hear one kid cry and then another kid cry. And they'll start comes, I had a bad dream.
Yeah.
And she's just like, what's going on? I was like,
Moving through your house.
yeah, it's gonna be fun. Or trying to get into the house. It's like, we'll put them all back down. It's gonna be fine. Everything's okay. Let's go back to bed. Like you're gonna be okay. I'm
Well,
gonna go check the doors. I'm gonna go check the doors and windows. I'm looking on all the security cameras in my house,
yep.
Yeah. But yeah, it's some wild shit. Anyway, any fun thoughts as we head
Oh,
out?
you're not getting me again.
What do you mean?
Fuck you, Bubba.
That seems a little hurtful.
Nothing hurts you.